warm-ups.
All right, good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome back to Minneapolis. We're coming to you live from Parade Ice Garden South Rink, and I'm in the booth with our friend Brad Johnson, Avery's father, this afternoon. Brad, how are you?
Good, Brent. How are you?
Not too bad. It's good to be here, huh?
Yeah, it's always fun to watch the girls play a game.
I mean, I understand it's football season, and there's a lot of NFL games going on. We were just talking about the Vikings and Packers are playing right now, but there's no place we'd rather be than right here.
Not at all. Not at all.
So it looks like I think Brad will have all of our skaters back. Is Kennedy here today?
I
Maybe
was going to
she's
check that out before we
not.
went live. She was a no on the RSVP.
Okay, looks like maybe she's not here today, which is a bummer. We got
like
Libby
we'll have
and
Willa.
Elsa back, but missing Kennedy.
So White Bear's going to gain the zone, and Avery's going to send it over to Penny.
We're taking on White Bear Lake here this afternoon, which should be a good matchup. They always show up and produce some good teams, especially in the girls and boys programs. White Bear Lake is in the black jerseys, Minneapolis in the silver. And that's Penny Franzen picking up on the puck along the far wall. She's got Sturmer coming with her. Franzen shoots. And a nice glove save by the Bears Tendy. Puck still alive. Picked up. And the Bears will take it out of the zone. Boy, this girl's got some wheels. Cutting back to the middle. She lost an edge. And it was a good back check by Minneapolis. Bouncing puck is gloved by Boyce, and we'll get a face-off. Well, that's always good to get the wheels going here, huh?
Yeah, the goalies, I'm sure they'd like to get their hands on the puck early in the game and get a feel for it.
For sure.
It's a little different than warm-ups. Speaking of warm-ups, I was disappointed that our friend Ryan Carter is not on the bench over there.
I know. I was looking for
I
him.
was hoping we could get him for a between-period to hear his beautiful baritone on KESN.
Possibly a post-game interview or something, right? Minneapolis gaining the zone. Immediately picked up, though, by the Bears. They're going to be offside.
So it looks like Elsa and Lucy are paired up on D right now. And then Nora's centering Lucy and Charlie.
Both teams trying to gain possession in the neutral zone.
Nice stick by Elsa.
Yeah, good play there by Klossner. Lucy Johnson will pick up the loose puck, but she's being harassed by a Bear in the corner. Puck slides out. Bears maintain possession in the Minneapolis zone. Feeding the point. You know, we saw Hopkins do that pretty well yesterday. Work the puck back to the point. A lot of D-to-D passing and really kind of opened up things in the offensive zone for him. That shot is right on net. Boyce got her glove on it and flipped it over to Johnson. Back around for Substad. And picked up by Klossner. Good job by Elsa to push it out of the zone.
White Bear's going to go off for a change.
Aside from some tournaments, we typically see these teams on the east side maybe once a season, right? So both teams kind of feeling each other out right now in the first shift.
Yeah, it could be one and done with White Bear Lake unless we see them in a tournament.
Which I think we're there for a tournament in about a month,
yeah,
right?
Which it would stand to reason they'll be there too. It's usually how it works.
Bears into the zone. Nice centering pass in front. And a good job there by Jensen Cook to get back and break that one up.
Icing waved off. Libby's forechecking.
Oh, nice job. Pesa getting it back in front. Sturmer and Franzen were both there, but it was a good defensive play by the Bears.
It was that, but that was really made possible by Libby's forechecking effort, which was nice to see. It's good to have her back.
Yeah, for sure. Pesa does a really good job down low using her body, especially deep in the offensive zone.
She's rocking the pigtails today.
Nice face-off win by Sturmer. Unfortunately, the puck slides out of the zone. Sturmer trying to find Pesa for a breakout pass. Good pressure by the Bears.
I think the official helped hold that one in.
Ooh, a little confusion in front.
Oh.
And Minneapolis turns the puck over, and it results in a White Bear Lake goal, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Well, we had the players in position that time.
Yeah,
I think there's just a little confusion, maybe.
Couldn't quite get the sticks right.
Yep.
There are definitely better places on the ice to turn the puck over.
Bears gaining possession off the draw. Circling back in their own zone. Puck now played by Lucy Johnson. Didn't have anyone to pass it to, so she circles around behind the net. Finds a little open ice, and here she goes. Johnson right through the neutral zone. Got 3 defenders there, but she works her way to the left and has it poked away. Sticking with it and goes in front. She had Substad there, but they couldn't connect.
Yeah, Lucy was in the right place there. Just couldn't connect on that centering pass.
Well, she might not be the biggest player out there, but man, is she feisty.
That she is. Speaking of feisty, Nora's nice stick checks.
Loose puck played by Klossner. Here comes Elsa. Cuts to her right. Gets a shot off. And a good save again by the White Bear Lake Tendy. They control the rebound. And they have numbers coming back into the Minneapolis zone. Good job there by
Klossner got a stick to that.
Yeah. Johnson tracks that one down, trying to find a winger for the breakout. She does. That's Nora. Oh, nice. Gets it up to Eddie Johnson-Fuller. And her shot is deflected wide. Right idea there by Avery to try and get the puck back to her teammate, but it slides back into the Minneapolis zone. Spear coming around. Has it taken away. White Bear Lake barely able to keep the puck in the zone. Good job by Avery Johnson to step up and clear. It'd be an offside call by Minneapolis.
I'm not sure that we should let all 3 players with white helmets be on the ice at the same time. It's harder to pick them out.
It gets a little confusing.
I'll have to talk to the coaches.
Brad, you've watched a lot of youth hockey, and we've talked about this a little bit here so far this season, but I really think this team, oh, nice shot there, is deflected in front, is somewhat unique in the fact that they're very unselfish. You don't see a lot of girls trying to take over and move the puck all by themselves, and that's Avery Johnson making the unselfish play and trying to get it over to her teammate. It gets knocked away. Avery continues to battle for it. Jensen Cook steps up, keeps it in the zone, gets it to Sturmer. She pushes it down low. Franzen comes over to support. And a nice play there by Jensen Cook. She's able to bust that one up, or it could have resulted in a breakaway for the Bears.
Penny got to stick to that one, but it pops out of the zone. But you're right. I completely agree. It's fun to watch these girls play, and it's really so different than watching her brother play.
That shot is on net. Oh, boy. Boyce deflected that one just wide.
Hadley got back nicely to challenge that.
Ooh, good move down low by that Bear forward. Boyce makes a save. Sturmer jumps on it. Kind of loses it along the boards. But it's pushed forward by Jensen Cook and then to Franzen. Here comes Penny. She's got a couple defenders on her. She's able to get a shot off. Goes wide. Collected back by Jensen Cook. She's trying to find Franzen in front, but it ran into a defender behind the net. Penny feeds one back up top. It's picked up by Spear. Spear turns around and fires a shot, but he hits some traffic. And now kept in briefly by Lucy Johnson. It's pushed forward. Unfortunately, Spear was there along with Klossner, who jumps on the loose puck. She's trying to skate it out of the zone. Good angle there by number 9 for White Bear Lake. Here comes Klossner, trying to get something going for Minneapolis. Ran into a couple defenders and keeps things going. White Bear Lake getting caught in a line change. We got some numbers the other way. Klossner, a good shot on net, and a good save by the White Bear Lake Tendy.
Yeah, no rebound that time. We're already down to 2:56 left in the first period. This period's flying by.
Yeah, it is. Good play both ways by the girls, and the White Bear Lake Tendy looking solid as well.
So far, so good. Real nice
Shot
play there
in
by
front.
Elsa to hold that puck at the blue line and send it down towards the goal.
Pace able to get a shot off there. That was deflected. Elsa again sending one on goal. This is Substad in front. Makes a nice move, trying to get in front to Pace, who's hanging out in the slot. But there are a couple defenders there. That's the Bears back the other way. That shot goes wide. Pesa picks up the loose puck. She's going to stick with it. Picking up a little speed, going up the far wall. Defended well, though, by White Bear Lake. And now see if Lucy Johnson working her way through the neutral zone. Trying to get a shot off. Just too many defenders in front of her. And White Bear Lake will clear. Yeah, you mentioned it, Brad. Pretty good pace to the game so far. Not a lot of whistles.
No, and, generally speaking with these girls, you tend to not see lots of penalties. But, even the controlling and regaining the line and not having a lot of offsides stopping the flow of the game, it really, and, because this is a scrimmage, they'll just run the clock for whatever we have left in the third period. So we'll get lots of hockey today.
For sure. Good play there by Avery to gain the zone. Jensen Cook keeping it in on the other side.
One minute remaining in the first period.
Nice back check there by Spear.
Good effort.
Tough angle shot there by White Bear Lake. Boyce was on it, and we'll get a face-off back down in the storm zone. Any surprises with the group that you've seen, Brad, from the stands or in and around the rink so far this season?
Well, I was going to say before you were talking about the unselfishness of this group, and, I think it's also as much fun to watch them together off the ice. Oh, we're going to get a whistle here. Yeah. It's almost as much fun to watch these girls together off the ice as it is to watch them play together on the ice.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone seems to kind of click, right? Or gel, I should say. And
Yeah, and such is the nature of hockey. You know, when with these 2-year sort of age bands, you're almost never playing with the same group of people year after year.
It'll be a lot of fun once we start getting into our out-of-town tournaments too, right?
Absolutely.
They'll really start to bond and have a good time together. Minneapolis winning the face-off. Johnson passes it down low to Sturmer. Oh, nice pass over to Franzen. Yep. Franzen's shot is on goal, and it's gloved.
Quinn Cook was there for the rebound, but there was none to be had.
Smart play by Sturmer, too. She didn't have a solid shot and worked it over to Franzen.
Yeah. Almost like she heard you talking about them being unselfish.
All right, well, that's it for the first period. Minneapolis down by a goal, but on the power play. But a half a minute left to go when we start the second period.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when the period interrupts your power play, but 38 seconds is plenty of time to generate a chance or two.
So, Brad, we've got a home tournament, at least for the Storm, coming up in about a week. We got the Minneapolis Cup right around the corner here.
Yeah, this rink will be very busy for 3 days after Thanksgiving. The girls will be doing a lot of spectating that weekend since we use up so much ice to host the tournament. But it's a big fundraiser for the association, and it's how a lot of families earn their volunteer hours. So
do you know approximately how many teams we bring in for that tournament?
Well, it's a 72-team tournament. So there's 3 levels for squirt, 3 levels for Pee Wee, it's 3 for Bantam. So there's 9 brackets of 8 teams. There's 72 total, and Minneapolis, I think, fills up about 20 of those spots.
Okay.
Maybe not quite 20. So, we're bringing in 50-plus teams, and, when you do the math, we were because we don't own or control the rinks that we use. One of the things that we do have some, influence over is like where we tell teams coming to our tournaments to go have lunch between games or maybe play some pull tabs. And so we put together a nice flyer for them. We've got a new site in downtown Minneapolis called Hometown Pizza that is selling pull tabs for the benefit of Minneapolis Hockey Association. They've got a great arcade and team room in the back, so we're hoping that some teams decide to go over to Hometown while they're participating in the Minneapolis Cup.
Yeah, how much fun is that? And if I recall, too, we're using the sheets here at Parade plus Richfield, right, to accommodate all those teams.
Exactly, yeah. It's pretty much every hour of ice from, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Lucy Johnson trying to feather that one over to Klossner. The Bears push it out of the zone. And Klossner, though, sticking with it right at the tail end of our power play, trying to make something happen. Ran into a good defender there, and White Bear Lake is now back at full strength.
Lots of Bears clogging up the middle of the ice.
Oh, here we go. Good opportunity for Minneapolis, and we score! I believe that was Franzen?
That was Penny with the goal. I was trying to figure out if the assist came from Hadley or Quinn.
What a play. Boy, I think Penny scored yesterday as well.
She did. Yeah, she's got the hot hand.
All right. Well, Minneapolis, just right after the power play expired, is able to put one home and tie it up early here in the second.
It's always nice to get on the board. You see a little jump in the step of the girls.
For sure. Talk about jumping this step. Here comes White Bear Lake right back the other way. And Boyce is able to hold on.
No rebound available. But yeah, the fist bumps you see between face-offs when your goalie makes a save, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. Minneapolis able to break it out, and here comes Pesa. Pesa with Jensen Cook and Substad. Lucy had that for a second, but she ran into a couple Bears once again,
nice
and now she's
stick.
back on the puck.
Great stick check by Willa. Libby with a nice back check there.
Yeah.
Apply some pressure.
White Bear Lake back on it in front. Puck is still alive. Boyce is going to get a glove on it, and we'll get another face-off. Always makes me nervous when a player cuts right in front in the slot like that, but Boyce is able to get her.
Little too much space for that attempt.
Avery skating off there with a little hop in her step.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
enjoying Chet's music selections this afternoon.
it. Shout
Should
out
really
to,
get a direct feed of Chet's DJing skills into the KESN booth.
Absolutely. Oh boy, Bears right back the other way. That shot goes wide. Cook trying to carry it up the far wall. And now it's a shot from the point. It's right on. Somehow deflected high and wide. And now it's Lucy Johnson carrying it up the ice right in front of us. She cuts back to the middle. Ran into a couple defenders. Picked back up by Cook. Quinn loses an edge as she was bringing it in. Puck slides away from her. But picked back up by Franzen. Push forward by Jensen Cook. Avery Johnson coming right off the bench, steps up and keeps the puck in the zone. And looks like Nora's going to go to the box for a trip here. White Bear Lake getting a breakaway at the same time. And Boyce was able to get a glove on that one, deflected it over to the top of the net. That's a whistle. And White Bear Lake's going to be going on the power play. Well, that girl made a nice backhand shot there.
She did, yeah. She was committed to the backhand shovel. She figured she was going to get a power play if it didn't go in. That was a tough play for Nora there along the boards, trying to slow that attack down.
I think she's just trying to get her stick on the puck and found a skate. She'll spend a minute in the box.
Hadley gets an important D-zone faceoff win, though.
Smart play there by Johnson to step up and push the puck deep into the White Bear Lake zone. An aggressive angle and play there. I think that was Sturmer, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. She's doing it all on the penalty kill here.
Well, Brad, that's one of the things I don't think we did a great job at yesterday was being aggressive when we didn't have the puck in the other team's zone. And it allowed for some pretty fast breakouts that turned into breakaways.
Yeah, sometimes the prevent defense is not the best approach.
Exactly.
Ryan Carter was just talking about that for the Wild game, how Calgary's had more, I think, shorthanded goals than maybe anyone because they're very aggressive on the kill. Speaking of aggressive on the kill.
Nice job by Sturmer there. Almost put herself in a position for a shorthanded goal. Loose puck picked up by Pesa. She's going the wrong way. Able to correct it just in time.
She kept it in the zone.
Yeah.
Maybe she thought she was still killing the penalty.
Maybe this is a different play the coaches drew up. I don't know.
I forgot to mention the penalty is over. 6.5 minutes to go in the second.
We'll be sure to ask Coach Klossner about that one post-game. Good job there by Substad to work around that White Bear Lake player.
Oh, I've never seen that happen before.
Never seen that either. Jensen Cook.
Willa's stick left the rink completely. And
it looks like White Bear Lake's going to go to the box. I assume that'll be an interference
I think
or
that's
slashing.
I think it was an interference is what he called, yep.
So if you couldn't tell, the White Bear Lake player was trying to lift Jensen Cook's stick up, and it went over the glass and into the stands.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen in my life.
That is a first.
Another face-off win.
Brad, speaking of face-off wins, that's the other thing we've been really good at this year, is winning face-offs both in the defensive and offensive zones. I think we're coming in at about a 63% win ratio.
I'm glad you brought that up because I heard 56% mentioned yesterday for a specific player, and I was impressed we were keeping stats at that level. So
we do have a strong stats team, Brad. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're off on Sundays, so our numbers could be distorted slightly. Oh, nice play there by Pesa, trying to work one in front.
Nice pinch by Lucy, sends it back around behind for Libby to chase.
Finding Klossner up top. She's going D to D to Johnson. See if Lucy can get a shot off. There are a couple defenders there. It's White Bear Lake back at full strength. Oh, good move there. White Bear Lake might be offside. Oh, boy. No call there.
Yeah, that was a 3 on Elsa. That could have been bad. Quick pad save. 4:22 left in the second. Everybody's got to stop by and thank Addie for her efforts. Oh.
Oh, boy. A lot of action right in front of the net.
Yes.
Boyce was able to make a couple saves. Good job by the defenders to clear the puck out of there. Johnson gets that one up to Cook. She fanned on the outlet pass, but it works its way up to Franzen, and here comes Penny. Avery pushing it back forward. White Bear Lake defender fanned on it. They're able to slide the puck out of the zone, but
Will was holding her stick tight on that one.
Yeah. Puck flipped up and gloved by the White Bear Lake goaltender, and we'll get a face-off. Brad, were you able to get over to the Rock on Tuesday night last week to watch a high school squad take on Benilde?
Well, it's funny you ask. I attempted to stop on my way home from I was driving home with Avery, and I asked if she wanted to stop, and
nice shot in front. It was deflected just wide.
So I was there when it was 1-0 after 2. They were doing the resurface. It sounded like it was a 2-0. We gave them a hard fight.
Yes, we did. Girls played fantastic. Like you said, 2-zip game. Huge moral victory for Minneapolis. Mm-hmm. Just a wonderful way to start the season.
And they played again yesterday?
They played again yesterday. They ended up tying. And in fact, we were down 3-1 at one point.
Okay.
And came back, pulled our goalie, and actually tied it up with under a minute to go.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
Give the fans some excitement. Ooh, Avery gets a block.
Good job there by Nora to bust that one up. Puck is still loose in the slot. Johnson comes over to get her stick on that one. for a second block shot. That should be an offside. Yeah, it was funny too. Before the game yesterday, I was talking to one of the parents, and we'll see what happens today. It's always hard after you have one of those really outstanding games against a tough team, and kind of keeping that momentum going into the next game.
Right.
And we came out a little flat, got behind, but again, the girls showed a lot of resilience and came back. And
did the boys play yesterday too?
they had a scrimmage yesterday, and their first game is down in Mankato this coming Saturday.
Got it. Eddie held that one in with her skate, but it comes back out to the other end. No icing. I don't think we've had icing once.
No.
Speaking of keeping the clock moving.
And now we got the puck moving the other way. Sturmer was on it, lost it, and wisely just dumped it in. And then comes over to make a play along the near wall. She battles for it with Substad. And Johnson Fuller. About a minute and a half left to go in the second period.
Minneapolis.
Oh, nice shot there.
Oh. Lucy.
Great effort there by Lucy.
Yeah, Substad couldn't quite get to that. That's looked offside to me.
Well, Lucy might get another chance here. She was flying down the ice in pursuit of that puck. She doesn't win the race, but won the battle. Klossner steps up to keep it in. And good job there by Johnson, because there's a White Bear Lake forward behind her.
Oh, a shot on goal, and we'll get one more face-off here with 24 seconds left in the second. Yeah, I believe next Saturday they're doing Youth Day at the girls' high school game. So hopefully our schedule allows some of these girls to come watch.
Yeah, I think the girls' high school team plays in the afternoon, and I believe our game isn't until tomorrow night.
Libby got to stick to that.
Uh-oh. Here come the Bears back the other way. Good play by Klossner. She's able to break that one up.
Oh.
Loose puck in front. Boyce is able to make another save, and less than a second left to go in the period, Brad.
Yeah, I wonder what White Bear Lake has drawn up for the quick face-off win release.
Well, that's always a killer, too, when the other team scores right before the end of the period.
Well, I was watching the clock, and I thought we were just going to let it run out because there was probably actually 2 or 3 seconds left. You know, our volunteer timekeepers are,
doing their job.
So who's up next on the podcast? You guys have another interview coming up?
We will hopefully be interviewing Steve Jecka.
Oh.
Hopefully next weekend. And Steve, if you know, or for our viewers, was very instrumental in sort of rebooting the whole Minneapolis Storm Youth Hockey Association.
Yes.
And actually a former neighbor of ours as well.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so we actually lived right across the street for a number of years as our kids were very little.
Okay.
And that's how we were introduced to the program.
Got it.
So Steve's a wonderful job. Obviously kind of runs the whole bandy program as well. And just a wonderful steward of hockey in Minneapolis.
Just think about how many hundreds of kids in Minnesota would have never heard about the sport of bandy, but not for Steve Jecka.
Yeah. Fun sport, and of course that Sweden trip is a memorable one if you're able to make it. So
yes, Brady and Christy went last year, and aside from a little bit of travel snafu coming home, had a great time. Brady's been trying to get us to commit to letting him go again for months. His current concern is that Avery's only been to bandy camp once. So how should she possibly get to go to Sweden? He had to go to bandy camp like 5-6 times.
Well, I'm glad to see he's getting creative with his arguments.
Right?
Yeah.
I pointed out that attending bandy camp is not required to go on the Sweden trip. All
He
right.
has different ideas.
Yeah, he's just looking for it. As long as he gets to go, I think he'll be okay. But yeah, that'll be October 2026. Will be here before we know it.
Yeah, I have vivid memories of the Amsterdam airport as our family, amongst many others, and of course Brady and Christy, navigating that whole situation, which was just a nightmare. Oh,
Speaking of nightmares,
nice play there and a good save by Boyce.
Yeah, real point blank chance. She's gonna cover it up and get a reset here.
And didn't Christy and Brady have to stay in, like, it wasn't quite a youth hostel, but it wasn't maybe the nicest hotel in the world? Is that?
The memories that he has are of wandering around the city at night, and not the accommodations. Christy probably is, the better one to ask about that. But when you're booking day of, your options are usually somewhat limited.
Nice shot from the point. Glove by Boyce. She's able to fall on it, and we'll get another face-off.
So we are running time in the third. We have 17 and a half minutes left of hockey. They really let them run right up against our hour clock, too. It's gonna be 3:14 by the time this horn sounds.
Chet once again using his math skills to line that up properly.
Yeah.
Here's Substad on the right-hand side. Gets a nice shot up, and she scores! Wow,
Amazing
what a
individual
shot.
effort by Substad.
Lucy just buried that one.
I mean, that was right over the goalie's shoulder, and this is not a small goalie.
No, and she was in pretty tight on that, too.
Yeah. That's why you shoot pucks in the garage at home. You never know when you're going to have that chance to score a go-ahead goal.
She's been working really hard out there, and that was very much deserved.
Nice stick by Elsa.
Yeah, here comes Klausner. She's got Sturmer with her. Good defensive play there by the Bear player. Klausner from the line, got a shot off. It's hit some traffic.
Substad's still out there working hard. Klausner sends it around behind.
Wraparound opportunity there by Johnson Fuller. White Bear Lake Tendy puts her glove on it, and we'll get another face-off.
So I'm all for playing the game, but when you're running time with a lead, this is when icing starts to become a strategy.
It does.
Nice face-off win there by Libby.
I think that surprised Avery just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all right. Minneapolis controlling as Spear picks it up along the far wall, trying to get it up to Pesa. Defended well by White Bear Lake. Smart play there by Avery. She knew she wasn't going to win the race to the puck, but took position and did not allow her centering pass. That one does come in front. Boyce got her stick on it. It gets deflected to Spear.
Let's get Elodie an assist here. Oh.
Nora goes down pretty hard. No call. Shot is on goal. And a smart play by Avery just to kind of push that puck back towards Boyce and let her get a glove on it.
Yeah, as long as you push it very gently towards your own goalie, then that's the right play. A little pushing and shoving after that whistle.
I didn't see that.
I mean, it was 10U pushing and shoving, but
Okay.
it's not something you see a lot at 10U in 10U hockey, at least that I've seen.
There's Penny Franzen skating it up with some speed.
Oh, not offside.
Sticking with it. Goes over to Sturmer. Sturmer tried to feed one back to Franzen, but there are a couple defenders there.
Oh,
and now she does get it to Franzen. And she scores! How about that for teamwork?
That was beautiful. And speaking of shooting pucks in the garage, I know Penny was getting to 10,000 shots this summer. It's paying off. 2 goals for her today. Really nice play there between Sturmer and Franzen.
Not only does she get a lot of shots off, but she's always got a smile on that face too.
Yes, she does.
Bears coming back the other way. That shot is deflected wide. And it's Franzen once again. Good play by the defender there, and we'll get called for an offside.
So we'll take that offsides call with 12:43 running time.
Burn a few more seconds off the clock here.
Libby's able to win that. I think our face-off percentage is above 63.
It's going up, isn't it?
Yeah. We're trying to get to 6-7. That's the goal. Probably if the girls win 67% of their face-offs, Neil will buy them donuts or.
He'll owe them at least a few, right?
Right.
Bears back the other way. This girl's got some speed.
Yeah, she does.
Nice shot. Rebound, still alive. Oh, great job by.
I think Willa saved that one.
Yeah, she did. Jensen Cook sacrificing her body to get in front of that one. Takes a hit at center ice and keeps on going. Well, I'm thinking of it too. We got to get a shout out to the 12UB2 squad who's playing in the championship game right now over in St. Paul.
That's awesome. I saw they won a very exciting Friday night game.
Yeah, in a shootout. I believe it was their 8th shooter.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, there was Molly Gruby as the 8th shooter comes up, and I think she went 5-hole to win it for the squad. They came back in another big game yesterday and wound up in the championship game this afternoon.
That's awesome. There's quite a few Storm teams in action this weekend in tournament play. There's 3 Bantam teams playing in Bloomington. There's Pee Wee A's are up at Fogarty, and I think there's one more.
Yeah, and I know that one of the Bantam teams is also in the championship game over in Bloomington. Wow, this girl's got some wheels.
Yeah, we should check in on scores around the league, see if we got any updates. Yeah, Bantam A is up in Duluth, I think, this weekend.
Okay. Those early season tournaments can be fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. Get out on that was six skaters on the ice,
and the ref was right there,
right?
Gave him a pass
Storm,
on that one.
Storm gets away with one there,
which is probably the right thing to do in a scrimmage like this, right?
Yeah, and again, I
mean, I say that, and it was our players, but
right. Yeah, if we were down 1-3, we'd probably be raising the arm, helping them out. Yeah, I think if every team could get out of town for even just for one night sometime before Christmas, I think it's really helpful.
For sure. The Bears back on the move. They have some numbers. Lucy Johnson, strong back check, and that's going to go for a penalty. Puck is still loose. They finally blow it. Boy, that girl found an extra gear going through the neutral
She
zone.
did.
I think it surprised Lucy there.
Yeah, both Lucy and Nora were back checking hard, and she was able to stay a half a step ahead of them. I believe they're going to give her a
We got a penalty
Penalty
shot
shot?
coming up here. Okay.
The girls,
All right.
the girls are not. They don't have a lot of penalty shots in their.
No, this doesn't happen
hockey
often.
career.
Elodie's a little confused. She was going to go over to the bench there for a second.
Yeah, I don't even know what the rules are. Like, I think. I assume this is because she had a breakaway and was taken down.
Big save there by Boyce.
No trouble for Elodie, and also penalty shots with running time.
Yeah, that ate some more time.
Right. Well, I don't know what you had on your bingo card for this game, but I didn't have a penalty shot or a stick going over the glass.
Certainly not the stick over the glass.
See what else these girls have in store for the fans with 7.5 minutes left. Another face-off win for Libby. She's really
Oh, good job there by Franzen. Almost had a breakaway after blocking that shot. Ooh.
Quinn steers that to the corner.
Puck comes loose. Defender gets a shot off. That goes high. Deflected off of Boyce. Minneapolis is able to clear. Here comes Avery Johnson. Oh, and it was defended well by the White Bear Lake player. Good hustle there by Avery. And now we got to get back. Franzen blocks that one, sticks with it, and she's all alone. Back in the White Bear Lake zone, she shoots, and a heck of a glove save by the White Bear Lake goaltender. Good save there.
That was a huge save. Yeah, Penny on a hat trick. Almost a little windmill there with that catch.
Yeah.
Little flare. Another face-off win by Pesa. This time Avery's able to get to it.
Bears back on the attack. They got a 2-on-0. That's saved by Boyce. She'll jump on it. And we'll get another face-off in the Storm zone.
I also saw Avery pick up the puck with the blade of her stick and hand it to the ref in the first period, which I've
wow.
never seen her do before.
That was impressive,
so.
yeah. Here's White Bear Lake. Girl couldn't get a shot off there. Sturmer tracks it down in the corner. Tried to find Substad. They couldn't connect, but Lucy catches up to it. That shot is on goal.
Sturmer almost ended up in the back of the net.
She did. And Sturmer now with a strong back check. No call there. I think that's an okay
I'm biased,
no call,
but
right?
I think that was the right decision. I
Yeah.
think she fell down. I mean, certainly wouldn't have been crazy if they would have called it, but
Oh, boys.
with the toe,
Oof.
getting the toe out.
That just hurts looking at that.
Right. Avery had a gymnastics meet before this, and boy, I tell you, that makes you feel old and inflexible.
God. How'd she do?
She had a good time. This was an exhibition meet, so there was no judges or scoring.
Okay. So is that like a scrimmage in the gymnastics world?
Yeah, it's like her second scrimmage of the day. Maybe. That one's going to come out for a whistle, and we're down to 4:12 and counting. they had a handstand competition at the end of the gymnastics meet. So the gymnasts competed by age, but then they invited the audience to participate.
Did you jump in on that one, Dad?
I didn't, but her brother was there, and much to my surprise, he went out there and gave it a whirl. It wasn't pretty.
Well, kudos for the effort, though.
Yeah, you like to see that audience participation.
Whoa. Cook came flying in there.
Back out to neutral ice with 3 minutes left on the clock.
That shot goes wide. Cook whiffs on it, trying to get it out of the zone. Another shot comes in, also goes wide. White Bear Lake trying to play it in the slot. It slides all the way back to one of their defenders. She's able to get a shot off, but it's picked up by Pesa. And Libby will skate it out of the zone. And it's flipped forward for an icing.
Our first icing of the game with 2:09 left. Sturmer's going to take this face off.
I throw money on it that she wins it. We'll give her a win on that one.
Yep.
Oh, nice move there by Jensen Cook. Here comes Willa up the far side. She's got some speed. Goes in between a couple defenders, and the puck slides just off her stick. She then threw it in front, looking for Franzen. Comes back to Johnson. She's able to get a shot off. It hit some traffic in front. And Franzen again. Oh, her shot looked like it may have been deflected by the defender who was protecting the front of the net as the goaltender was slightly out of position after making the save. And with a minute left to go, the play resumes in the White Bear Lake zone. All right in front of Sturmer. She gets a shot off. It's saved. Sturmer goes back in front. Franzen's there. Couldn't get a shot off, and White Bear Lake clears.
Down to 33 seconds.
Brad, I should have looked, but do you happen to know when our next game is?
I will make sure that we know that before we have to sign off today.
Thank you.
Oh, did not miss by much.
That's the buzzer. In the end of the third, Minneapolis wins this one 3-1 against White Bear Lake. There's a good chance these two teams will face each other again in a few weeks as we head across the river over to White Bear Lake for a tournament. I think this is a very evenly matched game and a fun team to watch. So I look forward to the next one.
I do too, and maybe Coach Carter will join us for that one.
We sure hope so.
So next weekend, these girls are in action at 7:15 p.m. for a district game at Wayzata. And then on Sunday, they have a scrimmage at Trier Rink in St. Paul against Shakopee at 4:45.
Fun. So we got the week off, or they don't. They'll have practices. But next game next Saturday and followed
evening.
up by Sunday as well.
Yep.
Should be fun. We will see you back here for that game. Brad, thanks for coming in the booth. I think you've solidified a position for yourself here full time this season.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, everyone.